Are you serious? Are you serious, guys? I gotta find my glasses somewhere. Sorry. Turn on the spotlight when I hit the button there, and it realized didn't have them on. Anyway, how's everybody doing this today? I guess it's daytime, right? Wow. Jennifer just asked, I hope you got some sleep, Pastor. The answer to that question is no. So traveled all night. I got into Orlando this morning at 6:30 a.m. I went from San Diego to Salt Lake City and had a layover, and then finally to Orlando. Pastor Melvin Whittington and his wife picked us up at 6:30 in the morning, and we went to breakfast. And I got here and I went to work. I had to do an interview this morning at 10 o'clock on the largest Catholic podcast in the world with Eric Gajewski. And so I'm still going. And then, so to answer your question, I didn't shave. Matter of fact, I lost my razor while I was gone last week. So I got to go get one. Yeah, it's crazy. But anyway, hey, good news is this. Jesus is still on the throne, and I'm going to get some rest here in a little bit. But I had to come in here right now. Can I put a shout out right now? And you're not going to believe what's happening with the Canary Islands. But let me put a shout out right now for www.healthwithpaul.com. That's www.healthwithpaul.com. Look, collagen is taking the world by storm. This is made by BioTrust, and you can get it at www.healthwithpaul.com. That's healthwithpaul.com. It is one supplement that's becoming widely known as the fountain of youth for benefits. A consistent collagen routine has been shown to help reduce wrinkles and rejuvenate the skin. But there's a problem. Not all collagen is the same. There's no human collagen in this. Thank God. It's fish, plant, and egg-based collagen. And this is good stuff. This is why I love multi-collagen. And so are the people who are taking it. It's very good for a youthful appearance, thicker hair, decrease the wrinkles, healthier nails, pain-free joints. Guys, seriously, check it out. Just go to www.healthwithpaul.com. That's www.healthwithpaul.com. I put it in the description below. All right, here's the deal. I just did a video that over on the New Apocalypse Watch of some footage of the vents opening up on the volcano there at the Canary Islands. And the lava is flowing out of 7 different vents. So here's the deal. The Canary Island volcano erupted, and that happened Sunday morning. But it wasn't a massive eruption. It was a good eruption, but it wasn't huge. But then during the day, like explosions of lava vents started shooting out of different sides of the mountain. In other words, the lava's rising, the heat, the pressure is so unbelievable. And so there was some weaker areas where these vents go. Now, sometimes that can relieve the pressure. And but these 7 vents have never stopped flowing. So, and the mountain is still rising and shaking and quaking. So now what they're saying is this thing is about to completely blow the mountain apart. If it does, it will cause that landslide into the ocean. And that will cause a tsunami that will head toward the east coast of the United States. So this is very, very serious. So 2 things you can do. One, let me tell you more about how the vents work and what else is happening with that. And then you want to go to New Apocalypse Watch. You want to go to my app, the New Apocalypse Watch, and watch the video I just posted about 10 minutes ago. It's about a 3-minute video, and it shows you the damage now that the lava's doing. It's just rolling and eating up homes. 5,000 people have just been evacuated. And they got to get more people out of there. The magma just keeps coming down the mountain and nothing can stop it. But this is an indication this thing may just completely blow apart. Let me tell you what they're saying. According to reports, they're in La Palma volcano, the La Palma volcano. 5,000 people have been evacuated. Hundreds of homes have already been destroyed now as the lava keeps flowing and glowing and down the mountain. The surface it's just unbelievable. The Spanish Civil Guard has evacuated 5,000 people from their homes last night after another volcanic eruption took place on the Canary Islands. 7 vents have opened up, causing lava to flow in 7 different directions. The emergency level has been raised to red now, affecting all the principalities and cities and villages in the area of El Paso and Tazacorte and Fuencaliente and Mazo and Los Llanos and DeAndre. And there's another 40,000 people that live there. So they need to get out of there, is what they're saying. The last time this volcano erupted, 1971. The time before that, 1949. But this one, those two can't compare to what's happening there right now. It's been 50 years, and the pressure and the vents are opening with enormous explosive, and the flowing, the glowing, the lava, and the magma. The authorities are estimating now that 10,000 people need to get out of their homes ASAP. Another 40,000 may want to consider it. This is a serious, it's code red now, and it's getting worse. It's not getting better. It's getting worse. The pressure is bigger. It's getting worse. And the lava that's flowing out of those 7 vents has not slowed down at all. And now it's destroying everything in its path. This is an incredible situation. An exclusion zone of 2 kilometers has already been established around the area in order to minimize the impact of the airborne particles and the deadly gases, the flow, the plume, the fumes. The eruption has created 2 fissures. Now, these aren't even vents, 2 fissures that are 200 meters apart. That means cracks in the surface of the earth, 200 meters wide, with just flowing lava coming out in 7 different vents, flowing in 7 different directions. This whole mountain's about to go, guys. And let me just say something. If it does, a tsunami would erupt. Now, right now, a tsunami's ruled out. If it doesn't blow it all the way, at the current rate it's doing, just with the 7 vents open and all the lava flowing, it will not create a tsunami. But if it blows the mountain, which they are now absolutely paranoid it may do, then there's no stopping a tsunami. And it would crash into the east coast of the United States within 7 hours. 7 hours. So, and I couldn't tell you where in the east. I mean, northeast, I don't know, New York, Boston, New Jersey, or is it more like Washington, Philadelphia, or is it more like the Carolinas, or is it Florida, Georgia? You know, I don't know. Okay, and that would have to. It really would determine on the angle and the projection. God only knows how that would work. This is the situation we're in. It is a very serious situation. And that's why I'm, even though I haven't been to bed yet, I felt like I should come back in here and talk about this. This is getting to be a critical situation. I'm going to welcome all 1,000 of you that have dropped in spontaneously here, but this is a very serious situation. It could, it's just, and if it does it, I'm just saying again, pray it doesn't. Prayed it doesn't. But if it does, we've talked about this for years. We've talked about this for at least 5 years. And there's been prophetic dreams by different people like Ken Clement and Perry Stone. And I can't think off the top of my head, and a couple others who have seen the water rushing toward the East Coast. But that doesn't mean it's going to happen. Okay. That doesn't mean it's going to happen. It doesn't mean that the Canary Islands is going to blow right now. But certainly, we've talked about this for years, and now it's here. 50 years since it erupted, it has erupted, and it's getting more intense, and the 7 vents are open, and the lava's flowing and glowing, and the plume and the fumes and the ash and the smoke, and now it's very toxic. Gas could kill you. 5,000 people have been evacuated. Hundreds of homes have already been demolished by the lava. Another 10,000 people need to get out of there right now. another 40,000 probably should get out of there. And it's just unbelievable, guys. And so please pray for everyone, and not just for the Canary Islands and the people living there, but pray for that we don't have a massive explosion and the mountain blow itself apart, creating the landslide that would then send the tsunami in our direction. Who knows what that could bring? And so it's very, very serious. So what I did, I got some incredible footage, and I've put it on a video that's on my app. So if you go to my app, the New Apocalypse Watch, New Apocalypse Watch. Let me grab it and put it in the chat room for you now. You can't get this app on Google Play. You can't get this app on the Apple Store. You only have one place to get it. Go directly to it, and I'm going to put that link right now in the chat room so that you just click on this right here. Boom. Okay, there it is. And sign up. Get your subscription. It's only $6 a month, but there you get, not only do you get the exclusive videos, and if you go, guys, it's at the very top of the video list. Right at the top, it says Canary Islands, September 20th. It's a phenomenal. This shows you the lava just rolling and destroying a house. It's destroying another one. It shows you the power and the vents that are blowing, and you hear the rumble and the power of this thing. It's enormous. It's dangerous. So go watch that. It's at the New Apocalypse Watch. Subscribe. It's only $6 a month. By doing that, you're helping us be able to bring forth exclusive content, not only video, but all of those articles we put out there. You click on any hour on the clock, and you can watch, you can read all the articles that Bart Begley, my son, works on all day long to get ready for you, from all the different research that he does. Also some research that Agent 2020 does. Also Bart Begley, Brock Begley, Heidi, Ryan Trogler, different people, research I do. All of it collectively, the best of the best gets disseminated, gets put in the right order, and it's updated daily. So it's a great app. It's an amazing great app. So I'm telling you now, there's a lot more stuff happening. Okay, I mean, look at the mess underneath the bridge in Texas, the poor people from Haiti, and now we're finding something out. These people are all they're piling in more and more and more. But guess what? They're not being really processed. Apparently, the Biden administration doesn't want the Haitian people, but they're processing all the Afghanis that we brought in on all these planes, thousands and thousands, 110,000 people from Afghanistan. They're being processed, vetted, and released into the American public. 110,000 of them. We still got 2,300 Americans stranded behind enemy lines in Afghanistan, and nobody has a plan to get those Americans out of there. It's as if they're forgotten. But the Haitians are not being allowed in. This is why they're piling up on. They've already crossed into America. They're in Texas, but they're underneath this bridge, and they're just. It's a makeshift third world country situation, a disaster. Thank God for the Samaritan Purse is sending food and water down there and relief. Catholic charities are sending in food and water and relief. Other local churches in the community, but they're not allowed to drive up there, so they have to walk in and carry stuff. It's ridiculous. There's very few porta potties. There's no way to take care of 18,000 people. But my question is, why aren't they allowed? What's the difference between them and this one? And oh, by the way, remember the Cubans who wanted to get away from communism, and they were trying their best to get out of Cuba, and they wanted freedom, and even the American people took their boats and was trying to get close to Cuba where they could get them out. And the United States told the Americans, you better not be picking people up with your boats and bringing them. They're not there, and we're not going to allow the Cubans in the country. I kept saying to myself, why wouldn't they take in a few of those Cubans who desperately want to get away from a communist country? Why wouldn't you help some of these Haitians who desperately are getting out of a nation that has just been destroyed by an earthquake? But you will bring in 110,000 Afghanis. And then it came to, Heidi said it to me. She said, well, I wonder what party they would vote for. Well, the Cubans would be 70, 80% Republican because of Ron DeSantis and Marco Rubio and Ted Cruz. Is that why they got pushed away? Is there something about the Haitians I don't know? Just a question. And oh, by the way, why are we in such a mess in the first place along the southern border? That's another question. Anyway, I don't want to get into that dialogue, but I just want to just ask questions is really all I'm doing. It's very interesting. Well, anyway, pray for everybody. Pray for our nation. Pray for the Canary Islands. Pray one for another, the Bible says. Yeah, the Haitians really got ripped off. You're right. From the last earthquake. So it's a good chance that they wouldn't vote for the party of the Clintons. So maybe that's why the Haitians and the Cubans are being left out. Just a question. Just an observation. But really just a question. Give your life to Jesus Christ, guys. And I'm not endorsing voodooism, as you know, JP. Obviously, nobody wants voodoo and occult practices, but we already have voodoo and hoodoo and occult practices in this nation. But I'm just asking, are we playing politics with the lives of people? Well, first of all, Trump had that border solved. We had that solved. It was over. It's the lowest, there's maybe 10,000 people a month coming through some of the softer areas, and we were almost done building the wall. Now we have 300,000 people a month coming through. And we're flying in 110,000 out of Afghanistan, and we're leaving 2,300 Americans in Afghanistan. Yeah, it's a strange situation we're in, guys. It's a strange situation. It's the last days. Give your life to Jesus Christ. He's coming soon. I'll be back later with more. God, I just got to go lay down, take a break, but I'll be back. Are you serious?